Hey folks, this is Jadius,
And this is Baeus.
and we're in the Wood League, and so are you. Today we've got a treat for you. This is a game submitted to us that took place during the ESL IEM Cup 3, which recently wrapped up on Sunday. I don't know exactly what round this is from, but apparently it's a pretty good game between Paul, the Green Terran, and Wonkman, the Red Protoss. This game was actually submitted to us from Paul, so thanks very much, Paul, for that.
And Jadius, I got a question for you, which is also a user-submitted question, also from Paul.
Whoa, Paul! What a multitasker. Jeez.
I know. I'm really excited to see Paul play. He has a very interesting username, and, I'm excited to actually watch an elite player such as Paul, who also took the time to reach out to us. But anyways, the question is a very serious question. I think you're going to have to look deep in your soul for the answer. Are you ready?
Well, let's hear Paul's question.
If you were a girl, what would your name be?
Oh boy, that is. I'm gonna have to go.
And I don't know if he meant StarCraft name or your real name, but I would say, first of all, what would your StarCraft name be? Would you name yourself differently than JDS? Would it be like JDL or something like that?
I guess I would go for Jade if I were a girl player.
Type of rock, type of diamond or something.
Yeah, it sounds like a little bit more feminine. I don't know.
Yeah.
As a human,
I like it.
I don't know. I'm quite a tall person in real life, and for some reason I'm gravitating towards tall girl names. But then
Alright, well, what's a tall girl name then?
But then again, at the same time, I'm thinking, I wasn't a tall baby. I was a pretty, I was a baby-sized baby, and if my parents were gonna name me,
Are you sure you weren't a tall baby? You really weren't?
I don't think I was a very tall baby. Are babies tall? Anyway,
I don't know. Babies can be long.
We're
not in the way you're thinking.
We're taking too long on this question. I'm gonna go with Karen.
Oh, Karen.
Yeah, my girl name would be Karen. I don't know why, but let's get to the action between Paul and Wonkman.
Yeah, we got a nice worker versus worker battle going on here. Very intense. This SCV is gonna run away, just like screw around and I was gonna say Workman, but it's Wonkman's base, and he's gonna take off, seeing that Gateway cybernetic score going up. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, pretty normal stuff here from the Terran. Cybernetics core and a quick gas for Wonkman. I guess a pretty quick gas for the Terran as well, getting his supply up. Going for Marauders right away rather than Marines, which is a little unusual. Maybe doing a bit of a Marauder rush, see what he can do with that Marauder. The probe's going to see it.
I recall back in the day that someone called you a noob for making such a fast tech lab, and then we proceeded to hammer him into the ground. But that's that's off topic.
Absolutely. I mean, people will call you noobs when you beat them, because it's like the only way they can really feel good about themselves. But the probe is going to see this Marauder, so let's see how the Protoss reacts to it. Quick Stalker, and another Stalker being accelerated out of this gateway from with the Chrono Boost.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to see pressure from two Marauders immediately, and I think the second Stalker will be ready by the time they show up. The Gateway technology, or the Warp Gate rather, technology is underway, so Wonkman should be able to defend quite well, I think, if he uses micro properly here. Already being slowed down by the concussive shells. Quick research on that. He's going to take out this Stalker. One
Marauder there staying outside of line of sight underneath the ramp. I don't know if that was a good micro on Paul's behalf, but it definitely worked out. The Stalker didn't really know how to target, and it didn't do much to those Marauders there.
And now these pylons are under siege. One of them is going to go down right now, and a bunker is being built at the northwest corner of Wonkman's base.
Quick offensive bunker, but these probes coming out to help out, and they're going to take down one of the Marauders. They're going to aid the Stalker in taking down one of these Marauders. But that bunker's about to go up, and let's see how the Protoss handles these Marauders trying to sneak into the bunker. Another Marauder coming
Second Stalker
up
coming
the ramp.
Up just in the nick of time, and we've got another Marauder surround here by probes, which is a good thing to see.
Oh, that was great probe micro there, trying to limit the amount of time the Marauder could get into that bunker, kind of blocking it from entering the door. But it is going to get in there and is going to be able to do some damage. The SCV repairing the bunker right now, so it's not going to be able to be taken out. No more Stalkers, one more warping in, but it's going to start to be taken down by this Marauder.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that SCV be taken out a little quicker. If it was destroyed, the bunker wouldn't have been able to be repaired, but I suppose he would have just ducked inside the bunker if he was being attacked.
So a lot of early aggression here from the Terran. lot of Protoss minerals being spent here to try to defend its base. Stalkers are going to leave the base. They don't want to lose any more ranks to that bunker. They're going to see if they can push back at the Terran and maybe make him reconsider this early aggression.
Yeah, if you can do some counter damage to Paul's economy, then you should be in good shape. However, Paul is now building some defense in addition to his forward bunker here. Bringing out some stalkers to attack the bunker.
Two zealots here are going to attack the bunker with some probes. It looks like they're going to be able to take it down along with the 2 units on the inside. Good micro there to avoid that zealot dying, and it looks like they're both going to survive.
Yep, SCV choosing to hide in the bunker for his dear life, which unfortunately was still not saved. He didn't jump out and try to do any repairs, and the bunker went down quite easily.
Wonkman going to take this opportunity now that the Terran offensive has been thwarted to grab an early expansion at his natural, and 4 more Marauders on the way from the Terran base. Bunker in the Terran base now empty. That defense maybe not needed. We'll see if he salvages that for some extra minerals for this attack. He's going to see this new gateway warping in. Let's see if Wonkman is forced to cancel this.
Yeah, Paul not wasting any time before his attack, and this is what I like to see from players. You know, like as soon as you have 2 or 3 units, you're pretty much ready to attack, and a lot of players will build up huge armies before attacking, turtlers I suppose, and it really doesn't create as exciting of a game. You lose track of what your opponent's doing. Continuously attacking is the best way of scouting out your opponent and finding out what exactly they're building.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to have enough stalkers here to protect this natural expansion. It probably is going to go up, and Wonkman definitely trying to even out the economy right now after all that money he spent on defense. It looks like the worker count is still pretty much even, 4-4 in the units, stalkers versus Marauders at this point, so pretty even there. But the edge is slowly going to creep over to the Protoss' side right now. A Ghost Academy up for the Terran. Looks like he might be transferring to some Ghosts with some EMPs, going to try to give Marauders even an extra advantage there. And maybe Paul anticipating a counter push from the Protoss, loading up Marauders into that bunker, not pressing that attack anymore.
Yep, Paul breaking up some destructible debris in his backyard expansion. Different choice from Wonkman, who chose his front yard expansion, which will be easily attacked before his main if Paul chooses to push again.
Bunker doing the job there of intimidating those stalkers out of the way, and they're going to go all the way back to their base, it seems. And the Terran is going to be able to maintain all his buildings. A Ghost now out on the field, plus his Marauders. Nothing researching at the Ghost Academy right now, but he will be able to EMP as soon as he has enough energy for that.
Yeah, Wonkman actually didn't fully scout out Paul's base. He was scared off fast enough that he only saw the bunker and the front barracks that Paul has. He did not notice the Ghost Academy. He did not see that Paul was building a command center in his expansion. He chose just to run off and save all his units for the time being, try to build up and improve his economic advantage even further.
Yeah, probably doesn't know that the Ghost, that 2 Ghosts actually now out on the field is probably not ready, or maybe he will be ready, but probably not expecting EMPs at this point. Going to take his large number of stalkers over here to the Terran base after destroying those destructible rocks and his other natural, so hoping to get his second expansion up and running pretty soon. We've got some missile turrets up, going up for the Terrans, probably anticipating maybe some DTs or some void arrays or just some different kind of units that he's seen so far, which is good anticipation from the Terran.
Wonkman once again being scared off by the bunker. Seems strange to me that he would have run away just being attacked by a single Marauder in a bunker, but I guess he was just going for another scout.
Yeah, I'd rather see Wonkman maybe take position over here at the Xel'Naga watchtower, or at least closer to the Terran base, so he can see a move and kind of press his advantage in there, where the bunker is no longer a factor for the Terran. But now the Terran going to press out and maybe go for that very same Xel'Naga watchtower with his Ghosts in tow, 11 Marauders to 14 Stalkers, and those 2 Ghosts, sorry, 13 Marauders out on the board now. Worker count, big advantage for the Protoss right now with that second expansion.
All can use these Ghosts properly. The shields of these stalkers would be entirely taken down immediately.
That was a bit of a late EMP there. That one might have been a little bit wasted. There's a good EMP right in the bulk of those stalkers. A lot of those shields going down on the upper side of those stalkers' ranks. Second EMP there, and it looks like these Marauders might be able to work them down. Probes trying to get into the battle, trying to help these Protoss forces, but it looks like the Terrans are just going to be able to eke out a win here. This stalker being warped in now is going to be carved down.
Wonkman making use of probes in a unusual way. I'd like to see these probes attacking. It's very interesting to see that, you know, he'll take them off the line to get into the battle.